G'day everyone, and welcome back to Vintage Survival on Spokovo. I do apologise for not uploading anything the last few days, but I did put up a post explaining it. Basically, we've had my two youngest kids have been pretty unwell for the last week, and then on Friday I myself came down with a bad case of conjunctivitis or something like that. Had a really sore eye, so I haven't really been in the mood to make any new videos or anything like that. But we're back in Spokovo, and as you can see, we have a massive amount of stuff to sell. When I left last video, we were in October, and basically nothing has happened really since. Did a couple of contracts. May have lost a little bit of money by trying to do some decisions that ended up not being as fruitful as I would like. I'll explain it in a little bit, but basically I put a silage pit down at the bottom end of our grass field. We slid everywhere. It's icy roads. Yeah, I put a silage pit down at the end of our grass field, and it was just awful. It didn't really work like I wanted it to. We had an old vintage forage wagon that did not work well with this tractor. It was just basically a mess all around, so I did get a couple of runs of silage out of it, but I also realised that it was not going to be worth it in the long run. It was just too much hassle to do it all. So I ended up selling the forage wagon, selling the silage pit, and I did keep the skid steer. I bought a skid steer as well. So we kept that. We just changed it from a bucket to forks. So other than that, just a couple of contracts here and there. Haven't made much progress in anything, but our dairy has been going ham. We have 4,000 litres of aged goat cheese here. That is going to give us a pretty penny. So we're at 39,002 right now. Let me just see if we're at the right place. Yep. So we're going to drive over this. There it goes. That's 22,000 in everything but the goat's cheese. And there goes the goat's cheese itself, was $61,000. So all up, we made about 88,000, give or take. That's crazy. Let's go have a look and just see what we did make there. So finances. There we go. 83,000 in product. That's crazy. That is an insane amount of money we just made there. But that's really good. I'm really happy with that. That now gives us the ability to do what we want to do, basically. So I'll do a jump cut back to the farm, and then when we get there, I'll explain what's going on. Okay, welcome back everyone. So let's explain the situation. We now have $122,000. My plan was to make this into a cow paddock. But I'm now thinking I might buy these two bits of land here. That'd be 88,000, and just make that into another goat area. Purely because the goat's milk into aged cheese is awesome. The aged goat cheese is coming out very expensive, and relatively quickly. So I can't really complain about that. The only other thing I would like to do would be just to get cows to make gorgonzola and or mozzarella or ricotta. I don't remember which one's more expensive. So we'll have a quick look. We'll have a quick check. I know gorgonzola's good. Yeah, gorgonzola's good money. Mozzarella's not bad. I think ricotta's not great. Yeah, ricotta's not great. But then I was thinking, cows need total mixed ration, which I cannot do because I do not have any form of a forage mixer from the years that we need. So I can do a little bit of looking offline, but what we're going to do is we're going to buy these 2 fields. Buy those 2 there. There we go. That's all of the profit we just made. And I think I might just make one into a cow field. I know that they can eat grass. How many goats can I get in this? Let's just open the door and have a quick look. Oh, I'm full, am I? Oh, it is. Wow. We got some babies. Do we? Oh, the little fellas. Well, there you go. So, what I'm thinking is this field we can join to that other field and make an insane size field. Or we just keep it as it is. But I'm thinking, let's have a look and just see how much money we need. So we've got the fenceless pastures mod, which is a good one. We can use that there. Collides with player, because of course it does. Why wouldn't it? So I can do this, and then I would just make this whole field a cow pasture. Or we just go sheep and goats. Which if we do that, will be phenomenal. I don't want to do just goats, but I do not have a forage mixer. So we could do cows and then do goats somewhere else. And we'll just have to figure out what we can do. But I think we'll do that. We might go with that, eh? Put the cows here. Let's make it custom. Oh, I don't like that. Or did it just get rid of this? No. Okay, it just got rid of the snow. That's fine. Let's have a look. We want to go there. Make this whole field cows. Go here. focusing very hard on this. Ooh. So we're there. So we want to come up this way. Where is it? We want to go there. Sure. There we go. I don't know if that's counted here. That might have messed up there. So this is a bit of farmland, but that's fine. There we go. Not too bad. We can still only get 40 cows in there, but that's fine. So, let's have a look-see at some cows. Do we want Holsteins? We want Swiss, Limousine. Angus is a beef, right? We don't want Angus cows. We want these ones. Well, we want one bull. When can he... Okay. We'll just buy that. We don't really need them to... Okay. Buy 5 of those. And 5 of those. And then we'll just bring over some grass. I may live to regret this decision, but... You know. Oh, we'll go... Where's the skid steer? See if we can't get some grass in the skid steer. But pretty much what we're going to do, I'm going to get everything all set up. Going to get the watering, going to get the grass in. They've got the meadow. I believe. Maybe not. The meadow might not have grown yet, but we'll get the grass in there. Get this. Whoa. Slow down, Nelly. Hopefully it lets me. Alright, there we go. 6,000 litres in that. So that's good. We'll head on over and see how much food goes in for the cows. There we go. Is that full? No, it's filling up though. I don't know how much it holds. We can have a look. Oh, it holds quite a lot actually. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, the goats don't need much. They only hold 3,000 litres of grass anyway. So we'll get away with another one in there. Yeah, they've still got 6 bales. 5 bales or something like that. So we'll carry on. We'll get this done. Drop it off. That's 12,000 litres is heaps, it should be. Oh, the hay gives them 80% productivity, so that's alright. That's fine. Oops. We'll just park the skid steer here. I'm pretty sure this is cow pasture. And this is farmland. Yep. That's fine. We'll park this here. And then we'll head on out. I think we'll take our little water tank. We'll empty it there. Just get what's left of it in for the goats. Yeah, that's good. We'll head on down the road, get the water set up for the cows. I think we also need chicken feed, but that's fine. We can sort that out. So I'll get this water in the cows. I'll get the chicken feed set up for the chickens. And then I think what we'll do is I'll skip ahead and we'll end up in March. And then we can start working on that field. Maybe. Because I think we can plant oat. I think oat's what we want. Yeah. Oat's what we want to use to get our flour production going. So we'll get that started. Let's get this water in these cows. I'll head off, get the chicken feed, and then I'll see you guys as we start into March. Alright everyone, welcome back. We're in March. I've just topped off the water before I forget, and I've noticed that we have another pallet of goat's milk there. So we'll go get that on the back of this. I don't think we actually need the trailer. We'll just get the skid steer and bring it straight down. Head on out, pick up the goat's milk, bring it back, get the aged goat cheese moving, and then we'll start working on this field and getting the oat sown. Now the cows did go through a fair whack of grass, or hay I should say, but the meadows come in now, so we're a little bit better off than we were. That can tide them over if we run low. Now which one? Yep, this one. Now we do have the concern of we do not have a baler anymore. Because we were going to do the silage pit, I sold the baler. There are two options. One is a baler that makes smaller rectangular bales. That one's currently $14,000. Or we can make a bit of extra money with contracts or anything like that. And there is a round baler that is $20,000. Now, does it actively make a massive difference? I do not think so. Where are they? Yeah. So we've got this one that produces 120 centimeter bales. So very, very little ones. This is the one we had. But it just was too much for our little tractor to pull, so we needed to get something else. Or there's this one, which does 125 centimeter round bales, but that's $6,000 more. So I think we might go for this one, just because squares are more viable. We'll just park that there. Now, I believe the field is already cultivated. That is what the field map says. So, we should be able to just chuck. Whoa. Oh, we need the fertilizer. Where is the fertilizer? It is in the fertilizer trailer or spreader, I believe. Tokyo drifted again. There we go. Head into this. Oh, it's only 369 litres. That's not great. But we're just going to dump it out here somewhere. That'll do. Way over there. If it runs out, it runs out. We'll just get more fertilizer on it at a later date. But we need to get the seeds in. I don't think... I don't think this can do sorghum, can it? No. So we're going to chuck oat in there. Just for something different, so we're not just doing wheat and barley all the time, you know. Something different, something new. We'll just get up here. Hopefully it lets us... We didn't get the fertilizer. Go back. And we'll just use what we can. That was on me, that was my fault. This is what happens when you don't really have a plan, guys. I tend not to plan these episodes, I just jump in and start recording. Have a general idea of what I want to do, but in the grand scheme of things, not really. Now we might just chuck oat in this, and then I wish I could get rid of that shed, but I can't. But what we will do is we will get rid of all those trees. So over time I will get rid of all those trees. But right now we'll get this. Oh. Get this oat in the field. We'll just ride along where we think the edge is. Pretty sure we're on it. And then once we've got that sorted, we'll know exactly where we're at for all the insides of it. I could extend it out a little bit, but I think in all honesty, will just connect both the fields together and just make one huge field. And then we'll see what we get. Oh yeah, we got miles of room around that. We missed there. I thought it went right to the tree line, but it didn't, so that's good. We got a bit more space around it. Just do a double check at the end. See all this extra space behind this shed we can use. So it might even be worth doing anyway. Oh, it doesn't like the snow. Alright, let's just see. Nope. Turn it off. Automatic. It really doesn't like the snow. See if we can't get around this little bit first. Go sideways. Yeah, I'll do a little check at the end. Once I know where we're at. Oh, we've got heaps. We're going way too far into it. That's fine. Spinning the tyres as we go. Thought this was farming sim, not mud runner. Yeah, we got heaps. Once we get rid of those trees, there'll be even more we can do. We're just going to go through this. Yes, it doesn't count either. There we go. So that should be the outline of our field. All right. All right, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get this on auto, and then we're just going to see if we can get it to go. But I'll put you on a little time lapse right now, and I'll see you on the other side when the field's all seeded. Alright guys, welcome back. Now you would have noticed in that time lapse that I realised it was easier just to drive back up to the top of the field and then just do it all downhill. So that's the plan, that's what we're doing. And we're going to have just enough fertiliser to get it all done. Probably one more pass. And then we should be ready to go. There we go, look at that. With 19 litres to spare. And so that is oat in the field. We have weeds growing. I believe it's already been fertilized twice now. Yeah, beautiful. But it will need rolling. That's fine. I think I'll do the rolling off camera. But that's good. That's a field of oat, relatively decent size. Now, we're not going to get a fantastic amount out of it, but we can, once we've got the canola or the wheat out of this field, we can make them into one massive field and then That's going to be our oat supply. We'll just harvest the oat, make it into flour, and then we'll see if there's any other productions we can get that'll utilize that flour. Otherwise, we'll just sell it for profit. But that's good. I think that is where we will leave the episode for today. We've got our mozzarella. Come on, man. We have our aged goat cheese chugging away. It's already out of goat milk, so we'll have to stop it. We've got some cow milk working. We've got that going. 232 litres so far. Not a lot, but it's going to happen for us. We got the meadow grass in there. They'll also reproduce, hopefully soon. Got a few contracts we can throw around. I'll do off camera, just to get us a bit of money. Actually, while I'm here, how's that grass field? That's probably ready to... It is ready to harvest. We won't get enough out of it, but that's good. That gives us time to get a baler. So what we'll do is we'll do that. I will look into more silage stuff, just because it was just that specific silage pit was no good. There is one that I'm aware I can use. I'm going to try and find it and see if I can implement it into this. But I also do need a forage wagon that works, so that's the first goal. I'll look into that, and then I will see you in the next episode, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed the episode. Let me know if there's any other suggestions you think might be worthwhile doing. Any fields you think we should be going for. I am going to try and get all of these along here, basically. But right now, that's the plan. We've got our cows. We've got our goats. We've got our new field of oat ready to go. Everything should be ready to harvest pretty soon too. I think it's all July. July. And August, I think the wheat is, but we'll have a look at that. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.